Our next speaker, we have tried to figure out how we met, and for the life of us, cannot determine when or where that actually happened. Well, it was definitely social media. In fact, I think it might have been at the very first Shenanigans with Ted Rubin, but we may have known each other before that. So we have had some really fun adventures together. In fact, last year we actually participated in the Social Media Day Denver scavenger hunt on the same team. We didn't actually win. In fact, I think maybe... Oh, you didn't? Because you guys got disqualified because you cheated. So he has, our next speaker has actually recently patented the mobile studio stick, which you may have seen floating around here. He is currently writing his first book, Automated Selling, Driven by Video. He's a certified Google AdWords partner, YouTube trainer, and video marketing consultant. And he's going to be talking today about YouTube channels that win. Dedicating 30 minutes every week to YouTube pays off big. Please welcome to the stage, Anthony Prichard.
Thank you, Erin. Wow, what a great event. I think that every one of us has something in common. I think that we're all here to learn how to make more money with social media. And if that's true, then the next 30 minutes is for you, because I've devised a method of publishing one-minute video on YouTube and on Facebook once a week that generates 1 to 2 leads for me every day. So if I was to ask you the question, how can I help you today? You might likely say, help me make more money. And this is the book that I've written called 3 Simple Steps to Selling on YouTube for Business. And it works for solopreneurs as well as $500 million a year companies. My biggest client is Gaia. I don't know if you've heard of them. They sold more yoga videos than any other company. So this is the technique, and I'm going to go through it as fast as I can. I've only got 30 minutes, so, buckle your seatbelts. This is going to be like drinking through a water hose. But before I get into that, I'm going to talk about why video. Why do I believe that video on the internet is the most powerful business tool on earth? And that if you're not using it, you're really falling behind. Gary Vaynerchuk said that companies who don't recognize that they are a media company first are vulnerable to someone else in their field coming in and doing a better job of being top of mind, being louder, being more visible. And so if you have fallen behind on your social media, this is a chance to jump to the front of the line today. We're going to talk about why video, the 4 fears that most people have that prevent them from getting on video, and how to make a great video. We're going to do those 3 steps. So these are some statistics that I dug up. 12,000% more shares happen on video than text or images combined. Viewers retain 95% more of your message when they watch it on a video compared to just 10% reading it. And by 2019, internet traffic will be video 80% of the time. So the average user spends 88% more time on a website with video. So obviously we've got to be producers of video now, and we didn't go to business school, and they didn't teach us how to produce video. So now it's painfully obvious, right? We've got to put on the pants and make video. But this is also the rise of mobile video over the past several years. But we haven't been given that introduction, and my PowerPoint's a little screwy because it's not in presenter mode, so this may be tough for me. But these 2 geeks got together 18 years ago in the center of the Silicon Valley on the campus of Stanford University, and they said, how can we fix this thing called the internet? Because at the time it was very unreliable and unpredictable, and you couldn't really get what you were going there for. My microphone's popping a little bit, so I'm going to work through this. And they said if we focus on this one thing, then people will continue to come back over and over again. Okay, that might work, but when I make my videos, I might have to go back to this, Dave. Thanks. So that one thing is giving people what they want. If they continue to give people what they want, people will continue to come back to Google, right? It's kind of like the law of attraction. You get what you ask for. And they track behavior. They know that you like video. And so, since they own YouTube, they produce YouTube videos as a good result when you search for things. So this is how you make money. You identify what is your geographical area, what is your most profitable persona, who has the most amount of money and the biggest demand for what you do, what's the keyword that lies right in the middle of that, and produce a video with that title. Call it lawn mowing in a 1 mile radius of Mile High Stadium, if you're a lawnmower. But maybe you help people get better sleep. Maybe you help people with their insurance or their taxes or their business law. Whatever it is, you can claim this geographical area, the keyword in this geographical area with a YouTube video. And you can continue to give people what they want. Because if you didn't give people what they want, if Google didn't give people what they want, what would people do? They'd go somewhere else. That's right. So these are the 4 main fears that people have that prevent them from getting on video. Fear of technology, fear of equipment, fear of cost, and fear of judgment. So equipment, right? You don't know how to use this equipment. And God forbid you don't know where to put it. Or do you want to even take the time? I mean, that's not your job, right? What about the technology? I mean, it can take someone 3 years to learn how to use the premier Hollywood video editing software suite that is sold today, that majority of people buy thinking they're going to become a video producer, and then they get into it and it's deeper and deeper and they just don't have time. Then the cost. I mean, what's our budget? How do we even begin? I mean, as a business, I've got to be bootstrapping as many things as I can. What's it going to cost for 5 models and an agent and a lighting guy and a audio David Gallagher back there? That's, thousands of dollars a day. Yeah. And the biggest thing, right, is the judgment and the criticism and the critique and the feedback and getting into this uncomfortable area of, how does that work? Well, this one I can't help you with. You've got to earn this one yourself. You've got to take the entrepreneurial step of diving off and growing the wings as you go down there. And everybody that's started has said that it's okay to start sucky. It really is. And I left all my sucky stuff up there for the internet to look at because it wasn't that great when I first started. And I think you shouldn't be ashamed of it either. Keep it up there, because any marketing agency will agree that self-created content is 10 times easier to advertise for you. It's got more character, more personality. It's got more transparency and more authenticity. If a corporate CEO can create his own content and be his own best video spokesperson, then so can you. And now we just need to know how to do it. What are the tools? Well, they already exist and they're free. Technology starts with Google Drive and Google Photos. These are free apps that give you unlimited storage for all the photos and video clips that you create on your phone, and they automatically get sucked like a vacuum up into the cloud so that you never lose them, even if you drop your phone in the toilet. The next are smartphone video editors. And these allow you to make very attractive looking videos that we'll use today that don't require any cost or any learning scale. It's called editing with AI, artificial intelligence. It's got audio recognition. It's got motion detection. and it's got facial recognition to help you stitch together 6 to 10 second sound bites. And next is the storyboard that I've been using for 3 years that helps me create a great video every time. I mean, these are home run videos every time that follow this storyboard, because you need to know how to look good, what to say and how to say it, and what order to say it in, but you have to know what order do people consume videos in. Well, because of most human behavior and advertising structures, the first piece of your video can only be about 5 seconds. And in that time, the job of this 6 second video is to dismiss 90% of the people that the video is not intended for. And you might be thinking, well, I'm missing all those cues. Well, you're not going to have a great service or a product for everyone, right? It's only going to be for a cutout niche market, and that's who you want to target out, who you want to hook into. That's who usually just typed in the title of the video you're about to make. And they see this at the top. Can you show us what this looks like? Because Nikki, she's going to help me out. And I've done this about 50 times with videos for myself and for clients to get a video to show up on the first page of Google. So let's go ahead and open the Google search engine and type in, what do we got? What do we got pulled up there? Oh, don't move the clicker. First one is going to be mid-century modern homes in Evergreen, Colorado. So if you're in Evergreen, you want to live in Evergreen, you want a mid-century modern home, what do you want? You type it in, and what's at the very top? The YouTube video that we indexed in the way that I'm about to show you. Okay, so it came up with the title for this one. Try this one, Best Personal Development Convention, Denver. So I was at a convention last year doing the same thing. And there it is. Okay, so biggest social media convention, Colorado. How's that sound for a video? Good? Yeah, we'd probably catch some people that actually typed that in, right? I mean, if you're falling behind in your social media and you're like, dang it, I just want to get this knocked out, you might sit down and you might type in biggest social media convention, Colorado. Because, you know, that's going to solve your problems. So type that in now and see what comes up. This is going to be a real life scenario. We're going to manipulate the first page of Google right now. Best, oh sorry, I'm going to stand still. Oh, biggest social media convention, Colorado or Denver. And huh? Okay, so now we got nothing there, right? We can see, scroll all the way down because we might not hit the very top. Scroll all the way down, Nikki. Now, one thing that tells me that this is a good keyword is because there's none of these at the top. These are run by AdWords. AdWords is also the dashboard that runs YouTube video ads. That's my day job. I advertise YouTube videos for businesses in a 2-mile radius of their business usually. So scroll back to the top. We know it's not a very competitive keyword because nobody's paying AdWords to show up above the organic results. You can still do this with competitive keywords, but don't push your luck. Start small, like a pebble in a pond, and then grow this strategy outward every week like concentric circles. Okay, so next back to the storyboard because we've got to get through this really quick and then we'll go forward with the video. I've already created all these except for this one, and I'm going to record this one with you guys right now. The next one's brand placement. This is like a logo or an animated logo. I love these because it really ups the production value of your video. It makes it look like a Hollywood-produced, graphically animated, musically synchronized, production. which is not easy, but you can get these done on Fiverr.com for 25 bucks. Really, really nice ones, custom ones. Go for a custom one. And Marketing 101 tells us that people don't really trust our brand until they've seen it 7 to 9 times. So every week, I'm pumping out another video, and right at the end of the 5 seconds, you're going to see my brand. Whether you turn on the audio or not, I'm going to get my brand in front of your face, and you're going to see what I'm all about. Next is the pain. Now, why do we start with the pain? Because of that KLT, that know, like, and trust. We have to build a bridge, a common ground with people. These videos are building trust. And people remember 3 things better than anything else. Things that are gross. No, 4 things. Things that are embarrassing. Things that are sexual. And things that are painful. So if we can get something in common with the person who's watching our video, and it's painful, it's like, oh yeah, God, I remember that. I want to avoid that, please. Then we've got something. We're kind of like walking down this path together. So that's the pain. Next, USO, unique service offering. This is where I enter my name and my title. Not at the beginning. Hey guys, I'm Anthony. How many times have you heard that? No, that's the wrong place. This is about them, not about you. Over here, you've earned the right. They've watched it now 30 seconds or more. Now you can give your name and what you do and how you can help them. Finally, call to action. Go here, get this. Okay, great. So now I'd like to screen my, Dave, can you? I'm using an app called Screen Mirror, and it's going to allow me to project my smartphone screen onto the big screen. So it should be 172.20.105.80.80. Oh, wait, I'm connected. And blow it up in the upper right-hand corner. Good. Okay, great. Now, I can show you my screen. And I can walk around the room. And I can show you something that's kind of like a choke collar. You know, kids, I'm a soccer coach, and kids really don't listen very well, so I need to like grab them by the neck and say, hey, let's not give the ball away to the other team right here. Well, this is what this is for me. And the problem is really the hook that I'm trying to engage with to earn trust. So I'm going to say the problem, and this is a little app called Legend. And it lets me animate that logo like in a lot of different ways that are really cool. I can choose colors that go with my brand if I want. It's called Legend. And it's free. And this is a great way to just grab people's attention and say, hey, look, I've got something important for you to look at here. And I think the one I used was Letter, yeah. And then I just hit the download button right here. Save video. Boom. And now it's in my gallery. So there's a free app that you can use called Video Shop. It's kind of like Photoshop, but instead it's called Video Shop. And it's free to use. And here it is. It's right here. And what it lets me do is just go into my gallery. I press the plus button on the upper right-hand corner. That lets me make a new video. I can either record straight from this app, or I can go to my album. And then I can just pop these video clips in, and it makes a great video. Great, right? Pretty simple, though. Not as many tools with the, this is just distracting me, the artificial intelligence. So my favorite one, that's the one I want to show you right now. I'm going to move this away from my cheek. Hopefully I don't know. It's RFI, radio frequency interference. That's what we're dealing with. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing for this video. Oh, but I got to record my video first. I got to record the USO. Okay, so this piece is next, and let's see. I recorded this script inside my PowerPoint. My unique service offering is, hi, my name's Anthony Prichard, and I'm one of the many subject matter experts who converge upon this city once a year for the biggest annual social media convention in Colorado. My topic is YouTube, and if you're looking for a convention on social media, you're in the right place. And then your spot is, this is the right spot, or this is it. How about this is it? That's easier. This is it? Okay, we're going to give it a practice. This is it on 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Okay, so, oh my gosh, this is the first time that's been able to happen. Look at that. Okay, Dave, what I'm going to do is plug in the lavalier microphone that comes with my kit, that comes with my package. In big, noisy rooms or near traffic or in weather, you're going to want to use this wired lavalier. It's got no batteries, so it's very predictable. All right, and we're rolling in 3. Hi, my name's Anthony Prichard, and I'm one of the many social media experts here at the biggest social media event in Colorado. If you're looking for an event like this, you're in the right place. We got it. All right. Not the best thing in the world, but that's going to work. Okay. Now we're going back, and I'm going to stitch these little videos together in Magisto in the same way, and then I'll edit them around so you can see how you can easily edit this. It's like very intuitive. You don't have to spend any time to learn how to use it. In the meantime, I've got a practice for you. I've got a 2-second video. And you might think, what can I say in 2 seconds? Well, your body can say a lot more in 2 seconds. So I'm going to ask you to find a partner, and on video, on your smartphones, you're going to say your name and your title. But it's going to say a lot more than your name and your title, isn't it? It's going to say that I'm here, that I'm willing to do whatever it takes, that I'm a hustler, I work hard, and I'm willing to stand behind my business and my brand, and I'm going to answer your questions if you have any problems. So, find a partner, record a 2-second video. You might not be able to use this video, but it's the number one thing people are looking for on your website. You'll be able to re-record it later when there's better audio, but you'll recognize how you can get better. You'll automatically autocorrect just by watching yourself. I told you I was a soccer coach. Whenever I record my players on their first game, they throw out the biggest advancement in their abilities because they just had an out-of-body experience. They just saw themselves from a different perspective. They saw where they weren't in the right place. They saw where they could re-correct and adjust. So video is the best coach, and this is the interactive piece of the video, or of the presentation. I'm going to give you 2 minutes. At the end, we're going to see the video. Go.
Master at work.
Okay, let's bring it back into the room here. So my internet's given me a little bit of an issue, and I'm gonna show you this, but I'm a little skeptical that it's gonna work. Yeah, my suspicions are validated. But the proof of concept is not dead here. I'm going to work on it over there. By the end of the day, by the time you go home, you'll be able to pull out your phones and search for the biggest social media convention in Colorado, and this will be on that first page. So you can see with real evidence that you can do this yourself in less than 30 minutes. Next is this piece right here. This is the piece that you'll see under the title. It's in the descriptions. This is very important. The description. I've written the description, but the title, right, is the most profitable keyword. The most important thing you need to know is that the title needs to be in the title, in the description, and in the meta tags. Those three areas are where the keyword needs to exist. That's the first step. The second step is giving these Google spiders the information that they're looking for to deliver this as a high relevant result in the Google search query. And this is what the Google spider is looking for. It's kind of like a press release to start. The snippet is the first two lines in the description, and these first two lines will be repeated when you post this link in Twitter or in Facebook or in LinkedIn. So it's important for those two lines to serve a purpose. Next, longer description. That's for people who don't want to watch a video. How many people know people that don't like to watch videos? They're out there. They exist. They'd rather read. They think their conditioning has told them they can learn more by reading. So give them everything they need to learn in the longer description. Everything that the video is about goes there. Next, NAP, name, address, and phone number. Citation. This already exists in tens or maybe hundreds of places throughout the internet. Show Google that this video is also related to that name, address, and phone number. There's 3,000 online directory listings that your business may or may not be in. Well, Google instantly recognizes that this video is associated to all those listings when you put it in there. Next, all the links to your social media. That goes in there. Next, let's give them 3 other YouTube videos that may be related to this video. Have you ever seen videos autoplay in YouTube? YouTube's going to take the videos that are linked in your description and recommend those to autoplay next. And other resources. This is the real sneaky black hat technique. This is where you actually do the keyword search query and you take non-competitive results, like Wikipedia, for example, and you put that URL in your description. So if your URL was better sleep in Boulder, I might go to Wikipedia and type in better sleep, show me what it said for that, take the URL, put it in my description. See how that works? It's kind of a resource. Not really. Hashtags. Hashtags is the new social sharing mop. Anybody look at your YouTube video and see these other videos on the right-hand side? Free advertising from YouTube. Make sure to put an attractive-looking thumbnail on your video so that people know exactly what the video is about and they can click on it. I'm sorry I wasn't able to get to upload the video, but this is the formula. This is the secret sauce. And you can go to all the videos on my YouTube channel and you can see the same formula sitting right there in the description under all of them. We don't have any time for questions, but if you want a selfie stick, it's not really a selfie stick. It looks like one, but it's way better than that. Because it's more stable, it's more flexible, it's more extendable, and it's more mobile. It goes with you wherever you are, so you no longer have an excuse to not make a video. And the best time to make a video is when the idea comes into your mind and you can expand that stream of thought immediately I created it because I couldn't find anything else like it on the internet. And I believe that this formula and this stick can help you make a new client. And a new client, on average, to most entrepreneurs is worth about $2,000. So for 10% of that average, you can take this home today and get the book that more details this formula. This is the real value here. And you can start generating 1 to 2 leads a day like I do. Thanks.
Thank you, Anthony. That was great.
You're welcome. Thank you.